Okay. Um. So yeah, Claes, you get to watch me play Overwatch.
I'm glad. Yes, you have death on the title screen.
Yeah, Claes, super edgy. Let's go look at his costume. So, where is he? There he is. I don't even play as him like ever. So I don't even think I have anything for him. Oh, I do. I have his like normal human form, I guess. Um,
Normal.
yeah, he's normal. He's boring. He actually does have cool outfits, I guess, but of course, because he's oh yeah, and he has like the
Oh,
big hat, and then like race car person, motorcycle person, and then pumpkin man, and then king man. Wait, that's the call. That's the rat king. Like that's very silly. um, I think he has like the overall the best outfits, but it makes sense. I guess they have a bias for him. Um, maybe
I'm
let's see.
glad.
So, I
Um,
yeah, go ahead.
no, it's just that like you're mentioning that just like yes, he has the best outfits, and I'm like, I mean, they weren't bad or anything like that, but um, I mean, I guess that kind of sets the bars to where to expect like the outfits and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so here's the thing. I have to pick if I want to be tank, damage, or support. Um, it usually takes a long time to actually get a match as damage because everyone wants to play as damage. So I'll just play as support. So hopefully we don't have to wait too long.
That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
So, actually, I guess you're going to clarify to the audience. Like, I myself have seen a couple of clips before. That's either people that are adding like small memes every so often to their videos, or it's usually like those kind of channels where they're talking about something like drama, or I don't know. That's usually what I go ahead and see them pop up, and then they have like stuff like this playing in the background. So, I'm I know of the game. Have I ever played it? Not at all. But yeah, I'm actually going to be backseating while I go and watch Papino go ahead and play a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, then I get to show you all the cool people. Look, you have oh wait, no, you have you have her. Her name's Anna, and she's pretty cool. She has she this is her normal outfit. She's an old lady, and she's like a sniper, but she's also a healer. So it's very interesting because you wouldn't think like, oh, a sniper and a healer. It's very interesting. And then you have Baptiste. He's like he throws like potions out of his gun or something, and he has like one of the most overpowered things because it causes you to have like invincibility or something like that. I like his color scheme too. It's like blue and orange. So um, and then
But
you
he has
have
a visor just like Vegeta.
yeah, actually I have to pick fast, so I'm just gonna pick Mercy because she's the. I think I have a cool outfit for her. She's like a Valkyrie. Mhm. Can you actually hear it by the way, or
I'm hearing just fine. There's no problem on my side.
okay? Um, oh, but yeah, let's see. Yes. So obviously, wait, I can't believe this. Um, they put like a trap or something. Um,
Uh
so yes, you can tell it's
huh.
very hectic. um, but it's still fun. So um, right? I'm gonna shoot with my pew pew gun. It does the pew pew noise. Like I think it because it actually goes like pew pew. So I think that normally when you're playing like Mercy, you don't really actually have to like do much damage though, because she's obviously supposed to be healing most of the time. So but everyone seems to be mostly fine and they're doing pretty good. So I'm just like here right now. I'm not really. I don't really have to do much.
Okay. So
Maybe
I
that.
actually did not know that. I didn't
Mhm.
know that Mercy actually had. Well, I mean, I would assume she would have attacking abilities, but I guess she would be limited.
That is her only attacking ability, so she is super limited with that. She literally only has a tiny pistol. That's it. So, usually, it actually does surprising amount of damage, but you usually shouldn't be doing it like really at all. Also, they died, so I'm gonna. They killed me. I can't believe this. Look at them. They shot their little laser at me. I can't believe this.
I'm glad they even have a kill cam. They go ahead and they approve of the killing game.
Well, yeah, but it's also to like show you like how you died, so you could like improve upon it or something. And this guy's about to die, so I'm gonna heal him, of course. Let's see, he's perfectly fine now.
That being said, so what's the objective of this game? Because I mean, I
Oh
know
yeah.
that there's some where it's just like a.
So you see this little car thing?
Uh-huh.
We're basically just supposed to keep moving that forward by being in its vicinity. So by just being close by to it, we're like pushing it forward. And the main goal of that is to basically push it to their base. And if you push it all the way,
Okay.
then you win.
You're trying to advance the payload.
Yeah. I should heal.
Mm, is that the only mode you can go in and play?
No, there's another one. There's like deathmatch, which is literally just killing everyone. Like it's a one versus a free for all. And then there's another one where there's another team mode, which is basically it's like capturing an objective instead. You have to like stand on it or something like that. So they're pretty simple. We all died.
Okay, fair enough. So I'm actually gonna go to the actually have some variety. Oh, dear lord.
Okay, so they did like their ultimate thing. So
Okay, I guess they summoned red energy. And, yeah.
but we're fine because we respawn like pretty close by, so it's fine. So I'm gonna shoot this lady. Oh, there we go. And the other very strong thing from Mercy is that she can revive people when they die, but she can only do it like once every like 25 seconds or something like that. So it takes a really long time.
Okay, that makes sense. Actually, I have a bit of an off-the-wall kind of question. I mean, it's still tied into what's going on right now. But yeah, I'm noticing that this is also Blizzard.
Yeah.
Does this game by any chance have any connections to Hearthstone?
Yeah, well, it's the same developers, but they're not in the same world. So because Blizzard
Not even
also
like any part in Hearthstone.
no, they do have like can you guys like hold on for 1 second? Can't believe this. We all died.
They're trying to interrupt your explanation of Blizzard.
So basically, this level that we're playing in, this map, it's called Blizzard World, and it's supposed to be like a like Super Mario World or whatever, like like Disneyland, but like Blizzard instead. So it's based on their games. So it's a fake amusement park basically that they created.
Yeah.
So yeah, and they actually have references to all their other things too. So you could see there's some things based on World of Warcraft and like Hearthstone and stuff too.
Okay, so yes, that makes sense. It's kind of like Nintendo and Nintendo Land, even though they don't really. It just kind of stinks because they don't. They've only done that once. It's just like, oh yes, welcome to this like one central place. Versus like for example, PlayStation. They've done their things. They've had fun experimenting with their brand.
Yeah, definitely. So we're actually having a pretty hard time right now because I don't know what my team is doing.
Yeah, because the other ones are not pulling their weight.
Yeah. I mean, I technically don't think I'm doing incredible, but Mercy's pretty easy to play in the sense that all you really have to do is because like look, like that guy just uses ultimate and everyone just walked in there. So that's fine. No, that's the way this game is a lot of times. So, but it's fine. Like I don't really mind it that much. Some people get super angry. I'm not that kind of person. I'm just like, okay, well, except for when I die. I can't believe that. Like I can't believe they targeted me.
Didn't you mention that you've played like Overwatch and then sometimes you're going to get some very vocal people about the loss?
Oh, how did I do that? Yeah, sometimes people go into voice chat and they're pretty like toxic and stuff, but you really don't see that as often. But that's also because I'm not playing competitive. So there's a competitive mode, which is basically the same mode. It's just competitive. So what are you even doing here? Ah, I can't believe that person. Like, what? They're a tank person. Like, what are they even doing back here? They're just like targeting me. I'm gonna heal this person. Oh, she died. I'm gonna revive her. Oh, I think we won. Wait, I wasn't even close to the. They were all over there.
Wait, Glenn.
Yeah, I have no idea what happened. Mike look his edgy bow.
Get you go ahead and be in
Mm-hmm.
Gothmom.
Gothmom 69 now.
I kind of feel bad because for a moment I read it as Mothmom. So he's like, I guess, mother of like nocturnal butterfly.
Yeah, cloud butterflies are really. Moths are also really cool. So, maybe that's so that was a match. Now we can leave.
Would you say you've actually unlocked a lot of things for?
Hmm?
Would you say that you've unlocked a lot of things for Mercy?
Well, the thing is, in this game, you don't really have too much to unlock. Well, you kind of do and you kind of don't. You don't unlock new abilities and stuff, you just unlock costumes. So it's purely cosmetic. So, in terms of, like competitiveness and, like, it's the same as, like, the Mario Kart Tour. Except they don't have stats.
Oh, no.
It's better than
Yeah.
that, so don't worry. Because in Mario Kart Tour, the costumes actually, like, you need the costumes, otherwise you're not gonna play good. Because they do better in different maps and stuff. In this game, every character is already on, because this game is not free. Also, you have to remember that.
Yeah.
So every character is just already unlocked, but they all have, like, different costumes. For example, Mercy. Her normal outfit is that's her normal outfit. She has a nice outfit. It's like gold and, like, white and black. And then you could get other outfits like this one that I have for her, and then, like, different colors and stuff. And you get in-game currency, which is like the coins and, like, the top right. And then you just get those by, like, playing the game over time. So you could, like, buy certain costumes, and some of them you can't buy them because you can only buy them in certain times of the year. For example, like this one, where she's like a witch. You can only buy that one in Halloween because it's a Halloween-based one or something like that. So,
Fair enough.
and then you could also unlock, like, emotes, which are like them doing poses and stuff. um, and then you could also unlock poses and stuff, which is like when you win, then that's the pose they do or whatever. And then you can unlock voice lines. Like Mercy, she says a lot of silly things. Like, she says super. Like, look. I thought she said super. And then you get, like, sprays, which I don't like. There's no real point to that. I don't think it's just like little things you spray around, I guess. And then highlight intros, which is like the thing that shows up whenever you win. Like the bow guy. He won. He did, like, he didn't win, but he did, like, he did, like, an amazing play or something. So it showed him off, like, at the end of the match. So it shows them doing, like, some cool cinematic or something. Take that. That's basically the only thing you could really unlock. There's no other weapons. The thing that I just showed you is just like some competitive stuff or whatever. So
Yeah, no, that makes sense. So yes, Mothmom really showed us that.
mm-hmm. Yeah, it was Goth Mom 69.
Oh yeah, no, I'm so stuck on Mothmom. Sorry about that.
Yeah, that's fine. Wait, then now we have to wait again a little bit because I guess I could technically show you some of the other. I actually never mind. I guess I could show you some of the other characters that I like in the meantime. I know you've already seen. Oh, never mind. It pulled me out because a game has already been found. So so never mind that. I think that I get to still show you a different character. I'm gonna play Moira because she's really cool too. So yeah, I like her color scheme and all the things she does and stuff.
Hey,
But I
glad she's
still,
got them nails.
I thought she has super long nails. I don't even know why. Like why? I don't even think that has any purpose. Or maybe it does, but maybe she's like, I want to be the most fashionable scientist.
Hey, glad.
Yeah, so there's levels in on the moon. So yes, we're like on a moon base or something. Can you see it fine and stuff by the way?
Yeah, I'm perfectly fine with it.
Okay. But yeah, that's so. I guess I could tell you like the cool things that Moira does. Like, for example, she could teleport like this. It's really cool. And then she could throw balls at people. Yeah, like this. I'm gonna throw that ball. And then it does damage over time. And then she could heal people, of course, because she's a healer. She throws pea spray at people.
Okay.
And also pea balls. I don't even know why they made it. Well, I don't know why they made the color yellow. I don't know. I'm gonna go up here, just for no reason. I'm gonna.
Yeah, they're chewing at you.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill this guy. Well, I got him. Wait, no, what are you doing? Oh, the train's here.
Oh.
Yeah, the train. I can't pause. I'll probably leave that in, I guess. I'm not really supposed to be doing damage, but it's fun, so I don't care. Because a lot of people just play Moira to do like sneaky damage stuff, and I think you could do it sometimes because sometimes people just don't pay attention, so you could like sneak behind them and then just like say like nothing personal, kid, and then you just throw balls at them. Like this, look.
Her right hand.
Uh-huh.
No, I was just gonna mention her right hand's like visibly different than the left. So, I mean, obviously she has like a light and dark motif, but did she experiment on herself or?
Yeah, but that's her whole thing. She experiments on herself. She's a scientist.
But I mean, like, what exactly did she experiment on? Like,
A ton.
the concept of light and dark, or
Something
did she
like
just go
that.
ahead and like you get like a Ouija board, and then she was like, I'm going to go summon Satan and find out what happened.
No, I don't think it's like that exactly. Because I don't know if there's any like religion in this game, exactly. She's super all about like science and stuff, so she's like evil, kind of. She's immoral, I guess you could say, in the sense that she does experiments that most people would consider to be bad or evil. And a lot of the things that she did on herself. So.
I mean, like, yes. Also, the idea of like religion in Overwatch is just like, yes, some of these heroes like to go ahead and obviously go to like a church or like a mosque, and it's just like, yes, and then they go ahead and have like almost a silence, and they're very religious. They practice a lot of spirituality.
Well, I mean, some of them actually are religious. Like the bow guy, he's kind of religious. He's like Japanese and stuff. But I mean, I don't know. It's more like an honor kind of thing. So I don't know about religious exactly. But he has like dragon powers or something. So I don't.
Yeah, no,
It's very loose.
Well, I mean, yeah, honor. I don't think necessarily has to go to something like that. Yeah, fair enough. But yes, you're doing the big suck with your dark energy.
Yeah, fun. I got my ultimate, so I'm doing a Kamehameha.
Yeah, yes, with your super laser piss.
Yeah, fun. So I don't know if we're actually gonna win or not.
I'm restoring you. This will heal you.
Minecraft, she sounds very jaded and very like cynical. It's just like your only life because I've allowed it to.
Yeah, she's very much like that. And she's very sassy.
Would you say that you like emotionally connect to some of these characters?
Mm, I'm not sure. I don't think exactly. Um, I think for me it's more like, because the Overwatch stuff doesn't really have too much of an actual story to begin with. Um, there's not there's the cinematics and stuff, but even the cinematics, there's only so much to actually see from them. And some of the characters aren't even in them. Like Moira, she's not actually even in the animations. Because they haven't put her in any of them yet. So I guess it's kind of like, well, there's not as much character to that kind of stuff. But then in the actual game, like, you get like a kind of like a taste of what she's like and stuff. So she's kind of cool and stuff. But I wouldn't say that I'm like, if anything, she's evil. So I would be like, okay, I mean, I guess she deserves what's coming to her. But I can understand and sympathize with whatever their goals are and stuff, I guess, if that makes sense.
Okay. Although it's actually kind of interesting because you're mentioning that she's evil, but she's able to use light. But I mean, I know that light doesn't necessarily mean good, but I'm not sure if that's what they were trying to go for.
Yeah, because she's not straight up evil. Evil is the thing, as I mentioned. She does immoral stuff or things that most people consider bad, but she does it out of pure, like, to discover whatever science has to offer, I guess. So she just wants to advance technology, I guess, and for the betterment of humanity. But if her doing that requires like people's deaths and sacrifices and stuff, then she's gonna do it.
Gotcha. So she's ambivalent. She doesn't necessarily lean to one side or another. I want to say that she's a neutral, but I still need to find out like more about what that truly means. But okay, that makes sense. So she's neutral, but she doesn't quite go into like either good or evil. Well, she's just like really in the middle for that.
Yeah. Well, she did also team up with like a team of bad guys, so because they're funding her experiments or something like that. And those guys are
I guess,
definitely
I mean,
bad, so.
makes it a little bit more. Yeah. Well, Clutch, she's doing a lot of grunts.
Well, yeah, because they keep shooting me. I can't believe this. Also, because whenever
Yeah,
you're like
but I mean, like,
oh yeah, because whenever you enter like low HP, your character does like a like like I'm in trouble noise or something. Like they gasp because they're like dying, and they make it dramatic that way. It's like okay, because I think they pinpointed that the reason they did that before, it's because people didn't know when they were dying and stuff. So they gave them the noise so that way people would know when they're in trouble. That way they don't have to constantly keep looking at their HP. We lost, but whatever. That was actually still a fun match anyways.
well, I guess you got defeated.
Yeah, that's fine. Like that, I don't want to be defeated. I don't want them to take away my feet.
Look, his name is Wongus.
Why are you called a fungus?
I guess Wongus, but
I really like that name. Wungus. That sounds like one of the funniest names ever. This is such a fun. I'm gonna give them a like just because I like their name. Oh, and they actually were on our team too. So.
oh, okay. You can actually go and give likes, and you can like compliment people.
Yeah, so there's even you could like if if someone on your team did really good, there's like 4 cards that show up at the end of the match, so you could put like it's like, oh yeah, I like what you did or something like that. But you could go even further and press a different button, which is like giving compliments to the other people in your team. So yeah, I guess. I haven't done that because it takes a bit of time. So.
I guess that's actually very nice. I do appreciate the fact that they have a compliment system. It's just like you didn't die as often as the other one, so very good. I'm going to give you the compliment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, fun. Yeah, fun. So I can go into the because we have to wait again a little bit because I'm going into another match. So I can show you some of the other characters that I like in the meantime. So this is the robot girl that I told you that. I can't believe this. It cut me off again. This is when she was actually about to like load, and like you could see her, but it didn't let me.
Michael, look, it's the wonderful city of Dorado.
Make the Dorito town. Yeah, that's so. I'm gonna play tank this time, so I can show you the other people. So, I'm gonna play as Orisa because I like Orisa. She's very nice. She's a big giant centaur, green robot lady, and she's super nice. She likes protecting everyone.
I'm kind of surprised. This city is not quite as detailed as the other ones that you've been to.
It is. Look, there's like a lot of things going on right here. Look, look. There's a piñata right here. There's verduras frescas. There's pescaderia.
Nika, you gotta say it without an X. You gotta say it like pescaderia.
Pescaderia.
Okay. You know, just like, yes, let me go ahead and order a plate of enchiladas.
Actually, it's kind of funny you mentioned that. Wait, I got killed some. In middle school, I believe I actually had a. They weren't my friends. It was like in my awkward stage of middle school, but there was like these group of girls. What happened? Wait, what do you mean?
No, because like it's just like they weren't my friends.
Well, yeah, they weren't. They were nice, but they didn't become friends. So I was like, okay.
Fair.
Wait, I killed the other the evil Moira, the one on the other team. But yeah, in middle school there was like a group.
But you were the good Moira.
Yeah, but I was a good Moira. But yeah, in middle school there was a group of girls that they actually gave me the nickname of the nickname of Enchilada, but you would need to know my full name to understand why, and I think you might be able to put 2 and 2 together.
Yes, now that makes sense. That's why I was just like, wait, what the?
Yeah, because it's because it sounds similar if you put my name together, like my first and last name, and then
it's just like you're doing a name reveal, and then you're gonna do a face reveal.
No, I'm not gonna do it. Wait, what's happening? Oh,
But yes, they called you enchilada because you were cheesy. That's why.
Because I was what?
Because you were cheesy.
No, but not all enchiladas are cheese. If anything, they have more meat in them.
All right, then you smelly raccoon. How do you prepare your enchiladas then?
I've never made enchiladas actually.
Because then you say it's like, no, they're not cheesy. It's just like,
well, I've eaten a lot of them, so.
well, yeah, so there you go. You have a lot of different varieties of enchiladas. This is the same way you would do tacos in a way.
What was happening? No. What do you think you're doing? But yeah, that's so. Yes, enchiladas, they, wait, get out of here. Who do you think you are? Yeah, but enchiladas, they usually they have like chicken inside most of the time, remember? Or sometimes they have like beans and stuff instead, so. And they have cheese on top. It's not that much cheese. It's usually like Parmesan cheese or something.
I am not ready to be deactivated.
Hey, Claude, just drown that in nacho. just drown it in nacho cheese.
Nacho cheese with enchiladas? I can't believe
You'd be surprised. I think that's how we kind of had it over there in school. But then again, like these were like, I mean, in my case, it was just like the free lunches. So we're going to have just the enchiladas, and then you have a little tray of cheese, and then you just spread it all over that. So.
enchiladas with nacho cheese though? That doesn't sound as good.
Yeah, it was it was one of those pasteurized, chemically like I don't know. There was just some weird stuff they fed us every so often, but I actually liked it. It was pretty neat. I was always very grateful for that. So.
Okay. Well, now that you're mentioning that, I think I could kind of see kind of what you mean, but I don't think that would be an actual enchilada in that case. I think that would be kind of a little bit something else. I'm in trouble, by the way. I'm dying. I'm in trouble.
Right, but that person's really hunting you down. They want to give you a smoochie.
Oh, I died. He like pushed me all the way over there. Look, he's gonna. Yeah, he crashed me. He crashed into me.
Yeah, he likes playing rough.
Actually, I could switch hero in the middle of this, so I'm gonna show you the hamster. I could look the hamster.
Wait, in the middle?
Yeah, you could switch character in the middle of the match, but wait, what happened? Oh, I guess it's because our thing changed, so never mind, I can't switch right now. But yeah, you could normally change in the spawn room. Not like in the middle of the fight. You have to be like in the when you respawn.
Gotcha. I kind of keep forgetting, like, a lot of the comparisons that I make is actually Team Fortress True, just because, like,
oh yeah,
that's more or less where I picked up on this genre of game.
Yeah, but the game is actually like way different from what I understand, but the general basis I think is kind of similar in the sense that you're playing as like tank, support, or damage or something like that. But yeah, yes, I'm gonna show you the hamster. He makes hamster noises and the robot talks for him. Yeah, I'm gonna roll around.
Look at his tiny paws.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll around. I'm gonna crash into everyone. I'm doing super terribly.
Is that actually his form of attack?
Yeah, you can. Well, I died. But yeah, that's his main form of attack, is to basically annoy people and just like roll around super fast and crash into everyone. Because he does have guns, but that's not usually what you're mainly supposed to do. I didn't get to show it off too much, but because that match was pretty hard, so. Yeah, then I'll
look at every.
yeah, but I'll show it to you next time. So yes, yes, they cheated. Look, they crashed into me. I can't believe that. Actually, I think that was someone in our team, maybe. So yeah, that guy was actually in our team. So that's good. Okay, look, so this is the other thing I told you where you could compliment people more. You could pick whoever you want and then put sportsmanship, which means they're positive and respectful. You'd give them the good teammate thing, which means they were helpful, with effective communication, and shot caller, which means they were like the leader or something. Usually people just give the purple or the green one though, because no one wants to say that other people were leaders, I guess, for some reason.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure, like, in a game like this, it's kind of difficult to go and deliberate what each person could go ahead and do. Because, I mean, you're working with different personalities, and obviously there's some people that are like, yes, I'll be willing to go and do whatever you ask me to. And some others are like, I don't want to go ahead and, like, listen to someone that I don't even know, so.
Yeah, I guess so, but it's kind of more not nice, so. Let's see, yes, now I get to show you. Never mind. I was gonna show it to you again, but this is like no. It's actually kind of good technically because it means we don't have to wait too much, but still. Yeah, on that we're in Hollywood.
This is actually a really bad question, but is that really how you spell Hollywood?
Yeah, Clan. Why?
Okay, I'm sorry. I've seen so many like movies, episodes of just random stuff, and they always destroy the Hollywood sign. So I guess it's just been a while since I've actually seen it like fully all in one piece.
Okay. Like yes, look, I'm gonna play Hamster again. You could see his little hands. And you could see whenever he's moving, you could actually see his hand is like moving it around too.
Yay, Claudia, he has this little ponded trackball. Oh.
Yeah, but then you turn to a ball like this, and he's inside the ball. And he moves super fast. Well, maybe not. It's much faster than anyone
That
else.
is actually very, very quick. So, I mean, it kind of sounds like it incentivizes you to go ahead and shoot, like duck and cover and roll to another spot, and then just like keep shooting. So,
Yeah, he's a very weird character to play, which is why I don't really play him as much, because he's kind of hard to play. Oh, I don't know what happened there. And also, I don't really play as damage characters as often anyway, so... I mean, tank as often. Also, this is probably a bad idea, so I'm not gonna go over there. I'm gonna go this way instead. Actually, I'll just attack for now, because there's too many people right now, so... So in this situation, because there's too many people, I do just do damage instead. And then roll away when I'm in trouble, basically. But in other situations, I could turn to ball and go up here like this. Wait, what's happening? Well, I died. But yeah, but you can do fun things like that. And you can also smash into them when you're up in the air, but it's kind of hard to use. So, because he has like a little grappling hook to do that kind of stuff.
yeah. Yeah, he does sound like he's a bit of a situation.
Well, the funny thing is, I think he's actually considered to be one of the best tanks, oddly enough. Because the very useful thing about him...
So he has his knee.
What?
I'm just saying that he's a special character. Yeah, he's a bit of a niche.
Well, no, because actually he is considered to be like one of the best ones. It's just that you have to be really knowledgeable on like how to, like very aware, I guess, on what you're doing. Because yeah, Claudia is actually considered to be like one of the best ones. That's why. Oh no. Where am I going? I'm leaving. Okay, I'm just gonna stay behind this guy instead. I think my teammates are actually doing pretty good though, thankfully, so...
But yes, you're going to win with the power of friendship and cooperation. Trust.
Yeah. I think I know why I'm doing so terribly too, technically, is because the enemy team has like character that turns invisible and like removes your abilities. So in that case, when she does that, I can't turn into a ball anymore, and I can't do almost anything. So, but I think she died now. So.
But yes, you gotta go and kill a ghost.
Yeah. So yeah, I think we actually got this. Well, this is just like the first step for now. Yeah, and I'm gonna go annoy them.
No, like, it's very nice and cool and all, but the thing is that the fact that I hear the hamster doing like the squeaks of pain, I'm like, no, this poor child, how could you do this to him?
Yeah, this fine, yes, I could do things like this. I could shoot him in his butt while he's running away.
Yeah, so yes, you gotta shoot him in the butt.
Oh, well, no, I died. That's fine. He doesn't actually die though. He runs away out of his little robot. You could see he goes like flying out whenever they
Yes.
whenever they destroy his robot, he just goes flying out.
Yay, Cloud. Actually, the fact that you're saying like he flies out of his robot reminds me of that that Eggman part I mentioned from like Sonic 06. I love that.
Oh, yes. This is great. Actually, because it's very silly too. It is he like because I think it's like ragdoll physics too. He's like a like he doesn't have much like limbs to go like ragdolling around, but he just like floats around, like flies around when his robot blows up.
Yay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm gonna go back here. Actually, I'm gonna go up here. I'm gonna go crash into the look. It's a perfect chance. Look at them. They're not gonna see it coming. Actually, I forgot how to do it.
You're gonna pull up a balloon.
I forgot how to do it though. I think. Oh no, I didn't press the right button. I need to figure out how to actually even do it to begin with.
It's okay, but yes, I do want you to see you do it, because that way you can go to be like an anvil on their heads.
Yeah, there's too many explosions going on there. I can't believe this. Well, let me just see which button I actually have to press first. So let's see. I can probably test it right here real quick. So it seems to be A. Okay, so I have to press A. So that's fine then. I was pressing the wrong button then. So I'm gonna try to do it again this time. I'm gonna go up here.
Okay.
Yes. Oh no, I fell down. I'm gonna go back up. I keep falling down. Because the controls are a little bit finicky, so that's fine. Okay, now I could try. Let's see. Excuse you. What do you think you're doing? You made me fall down again. I can't believe this. I was about to crash into them and then they killed me. It doesn't even actually. It honestly doesn't even do that much damage, but it's fun to do. So it's just it does like a.
Well, yeah, Clyde, it's like Tom and Jerks.
Yeah, it does like area damage to like everyone or something.
I guess you do the ground pound with your big hammy butt.
Yeah, but I did it there. I only hit like one person, though, I think. Okay, I think that's enough hamster for now. So I'm gonna pick monkey now. I think it's monkey time.
Imagination is the essence of discovery.
Wait, Clyde, this is perfect because he can go and be just like the song. It's like rollin' monkey.
Wait, I don't even know what song it is.
Nice, Clyde. I feel kind of bad because I'm like I'm supposed to know that song, but not the names. I've always been terrible with names of songs. But hey, Clyde, you've heard them.
I mean, I know what the rolling thing is, but I don't know. I didn't know that had anything to do with monkeys too.
Yeah, Clyde, the last word is monkey, so that's why I just like. Okay, yes, you played the gerbil and then you played the gorilla. So it's like yes, rolling monkey.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that. But yeah, so the monkey has like an electric cannon thing. It's actually a pretty cool weapon. And he could jump around, and he could do like a bubble shield thing, like that one that I just put down. I think we lost though. It's too many things.
Oh.
This is fine though. Make that. Steel Ninja Man. I'm gonna give Link the Panda Bear. And then Gary 323. I'm gonna give a good thing to them too. Make that. I'll do one with damage too because there's a lot of That's the one issue with this game is that like almost half of the characters are damage characters, and that's why almost everyone always wants to play damage. And you always have to wait longer because of that, so I think that we'll see how long it takes. But that probably also means I could finally actually show you the blue robot girl I was trying to show you, so
It's kind of a little interesting because I mean, like for a lot of the people that I've like talked to or like come across in regards to a lot of these things, and a lot of them have pretty much mentioned that it's like, yeah, I like playing like healer or like very rarely tank, but I honestly don't hear that much of like when it comes to attackers. So I'm actually a little surprised. I figured that would be like a huge percentage of players wanted to go and do like those other two and not attack.
no, because look, you see like down here, these are all the characters. So this half of this side over here, these are all tank characters. Oh, that was actually faster than I well, I mean that's not bad. I mean, I thought it was gonna take longer because it usually does. So, but yeah, but because the left side, it's like slightly split up, so you could slightly tell. Like all these characters, these are all damage characters. And the thing is that a lot of the times they're all super unique. They all do very different and unique, interesting things. So that's the thing. It's like you have much more wide array of much more wide array of characters and stuff. But yeah, look, and I get to show you her because yes, she's very cool. And
Oh yeah, yeah, Mega Mewtwo Y.
yeah,
Unless there's something to worry about. As Dr. Liao
Actually,
always
you
said.
bring up a good point because I forget. Like that's technically a conversation we were having about like the variety when it comes to healing, and like it's neat. It's very useful. I won't deny that support is always needed, but you can only heal people so much in so many different ways.
Yeah, but of course. And also it's technically just because a lot of times it's just fun to just be the characters that can do damage. And the thing about tank characters and support characters is that they always do less damage than the actual damaging characters, that's why. So they have much less impact to some degree. They have a ton of impact, but it's not as impactful as just straight up doing a ton of cool damage and stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, but yeah, so this lady, this robot lady, she shoots with her fingers. And she could fly around, so she could do a lot of cool things. And she shoots bubble bombs like this. Well, I died though, because they have another one on their team, and they're, yeah, look, she's really good. Yeah, I really like all the abilities she has. She's really cool.
Yeah, glad yes, her fingers glow like that because she didn't wash her hands. How gross.
Changing position.
Is she human, cyborg, or full-on machine?
She's full on robot. She's like, yeah, she's a robot. A scientist lady built her, and I already told you her story, her backstory, I think. Basically, she built her to be like a representation of her, and that's why her name is Echo, because she's supposed to echo and continue like her legacy, I guess. And she's also a hero character. She's a good character, so she does a lot of good stuff. So
I like that. So Echo is basically the persona of the scientist. It's just like, yes, I'm going to make my own original character, and then this is going to represent.
yeah. Well, also the scientist lady died. So she made her to be like, yeah, like her legacy to continue living on, vicariously through her or something like that.
That was a learning experience.
That's fair enough. I like that. I also like it because like I think her pinky is the one that's also not glowing. So I'm glad she's one of those people that likes sipping her tea without. I mean, with her pinky.
I like that, yes, and then it's definitely true. Yes, I would also do these.
I mean, that's actually I got kind of surprised because I discovered like many years later. It's just like that's not technically considered proper etiquette. It was just something very flim-flamsy, and I'm like, oh, I did not know. So kind of hard to like not do that anymore.
Really? Is that like actually like mean etiquette, like bad etiquette?
In a way, yeah, because I mean, it was something that was like introduced to go ahead and be proper, but that's not actually proper. So,
Hmm.
like, people are just like, oh, are you actually doing the thing because you think that you're refined and sophisticated? It's like, if only you knew that it's actually not.
Okay, but is it considered to be bad in that case?
No, I mean, it's not bad. It just, like, it comes off, I guess, some people would interpret it as pretentious, I guess.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. But no, like
I mean,
the rich fancy people all the time, a lot of the times are pretentious.
Why, but, I mean, I won't deny that because there's some truth, but, yeah,
Not all the
but,
time, but yeah, but because I'm just thinking of
yeah.
like Chloe from Ladybug, and that's why. That's like the first thing that comes to mind
That
now.
makes sense, yeah. I guess you've been severely affected by Chloe.
Yeah, she's terrible. But she's also amazing.
I
at
was
being
gonna
terrible.
say, yeah, like it is kind of fascinating to go and have those conversations. It's just like, yeah, it's like you do like those characters that are very Chloe-like, to put it that way.
That's true, because I also like Moira a lot in this game, and she's evil, and she's like super snarky. um, and you would think, oh, why? Well, but I also like this character a lot too, and she's like super nice. So, I don't know. I I like characters that are very unique and interesting, but morally, because again, like for example in Naruto, you have like Orochimaru as well, and Orochimaru is like super evil. But at a certain point later in
Yeah.
the show, like he just revives again, and I'm like, oh, I'm really happy to see you again. Like I'm actually like just glad to see you for some reason, even though you're like super evil.
Yeah.
But in reality, of course, it's a
Hey, but
different
of
thing.
course, and
Hmm.
I was gonna say, and I guess that's one of the reasons why I like, for example, in our conversation, like offline and all that. That's why I said like I do have a certain appreciation for like the villains and stuff like that because it what gives the contrast, it gives the flavor to the main character. And like the villains don't have to follow any kind of rules; they can just go in and play around with however. So it is kind of interesting to see like, I guess you could say good guys are the healers, so you can go and do certain things. Like villains can be an attacker, and they can have many weapons and many ways of attacking at their disposal. But you still need you still need all three. You still need attackers, tanks, and support.
Yeah, glad of course. I'm in trouble. I'm actually surprised. The healer's been like healing me very well, so I think that's why I haven't died as much. And that's about to change. But that's fine. I actually did pretty well for a while. I thought also, I don't know if you saw, but I did like use my ultimate, which is where she transforms into someone else for some time. I think that you probably weren't able to tell very much because it was just like so many things going on at the same time.
It's also kind of interesting, and I mean this is very like correct, but it's kind of nice seeing like her arm because it reminds me of a portal gun in a way.
Oh yeah, but actually, since you mentioned that, there's another character that I like a lot. Her Symmetra. Um, she's also super cool. She has a gun that actually does look like a portal gun. Um, it has like a weird claw thing, and it shoots like blue energy balls. I won't be able to show her. I'll play her in the next round. I think that she's very interesting. I like her a lot too because she has so many unique and interesting things going on. Like, she can create a teleporter. Oh, then an edgy man killed everyone. Also we're in trouble again. Where did everyone even come from? Where did you all come from? Can you get out of here? I can't believe this. I think we might actually lose now. It's fine. I don't really care if we lose. But yeah, that's so. Symmetra, as I've mentioned, like as I was saying, I mean, she can create a teleporter, so she can teleport herself, but she can also teleport her allies. So it has a lot of use for interesting stuff. And well, yeah, I think we lost. That's fine though. There's not much we could have done there. But yeah, she can also create like little turrets that shoot like energy beams, and they have like a pretty big range. And then her ultimate, she creates like a super giant barrier that goes through the entire stage. So she's really weird because she's a damage character, but she can do so many things that are not damage, which is kind of weird. So almost no one ever actually likes playing her because they say like, oh, why play her when you can play like shooty cowboy man? It's like all he does is just do damage.
Okay. So I mean, yeah, some people like some straightforward stuff. So I mean, it makes sense. Also, I do like it because you had Reaper guy, and then yes,
Oh,
his
yeah.
name was Stinky. So
Yeah, his name's Stinky. He's super stinky. I can't believe he did all that. He farted on everyone, and then we all died. That's what happened.
Oh my god. Choking.
Yeah, glad. I need to go into the practice range again, so let's see if I could show you other characters that I'm not gonna play as in the meantime. Yes, I can show you Sombra. She's pretty cool too. She's purple invisible girl. And
Everything can be hacked,
yeah, glad.
and everyone.
She hacks people, so yes. What that does, you won't really be able to see it here, but basically she does that, and then that makes it so they can't use their abilities, like any of them at all. So the only thing they could do is shoot at that point. So a lot of the times they could throw people off like a ton. It's like, what's happening? I can't do anything. And then they just die. And then she could also turn invisible. You can't see it too well right now, but she puts on like a little veil or something, and then she runs faster. So, and since she's invisible, no one can see her, so you can like hack people, like behind them, and then you could just like bonk them. You could go like this. You go like this. You go like this. Yeah, oh, and she also has a teleporter, so you could throw a teleporter like that, and you could teleport.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, and she also speaks Spanish.
But yeah, she said that she wants a lot of queso.
Wait, no, she said ahorita regreso, I think. Wait, that's very similar.
Be right back.
So that's her. She's another character I kind of like, but I don't use her as much because she actually doesn't do that much damage either, so she's kind of hard to use, even though she is a damage character. Yeah, and then there's May. I like May too. She's Ice Girl,
The world is worth fighting for.
and she's a wait. What do you mean? Yes, it's not that obvious.
Well, yeah, like it's just like she's a girl. It's just like, well, yes.
No, I said she's Ice Girl, not just girl.
Oh, okay. That's all. Just like, well, I mean.
This is May. She is girl. She punches. Look. I actually don't. The robots actually sound like nice, because they yell and stuff when you hit them.
Yeah.
And they sound in pain. I don't want to attack them. Yeah, so she's Ice Girl, so she does like, she can create like an ice wall like this.
Let's see you get past this.
That's a big wall, and it's basically kind of like a barrier, I guess. So if you want to like protect yourself or your friends and stuff, and she could also hide herself in the ice like this. So she becomes invincible for some time while she's doing that, and she also heals while she's doing that. So she's actually kind of tanky, surprisingly. And then her actual attack is that she does this. She throws like an ice beam, and then she freezes them for some time. And then if you do it right, if you time it right, I can't believe this. It cut me off again. No, that's fine. She also, her other thing is that she throws like icicles, which go really far and stuff. But yeah, she's pretty cool too. I like her a lot. So she's kind of hard to use too, because usually the characters that are easy to use are like the purely damaging characters, but they're the most boring. So So yes, I'm gonna play Symmetra so I could show her off a little bit. So
Yeah, Clyde, I like her. I like how she accessorizes. Great.
yeah, I really like her outfit a lot too. Yeah, so her gun is kind of like weird, and one of her arms is like robotic or something. I guess like her arm got cut off at some point, I guess. So she has a robot arm. Or maybe it's not a
Hey,
robot
Clyde,
arm.
she
Maybe
has
it's
a big
just
meaty claw.
like yes. Her gun looks like a big meaty claw. Yes.
Sentry turret placed.
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna put like turrets there. So whenever the bad guys come by, then they're just gonna be like, what's happening? And then they're just gonna shoot them and then they're gonna blow up. But that's fine. And then I'm gonna go make a teleporter up here so I can teleport up there. And then I'm up here. And then I can sneak attack. And my partners are up here too if they want. So. And she does a surprising amount of damage, but she's really hard to use too. But I like using her, so. Because the only main form of attack is her like her energy ball things. But when you're up close to someone, you can use like the other form of attack that she has to charge it up. But that's also kind of complicated, so because it charges up depending on how long you point it at someone. So you need to have good aim for something like that. So. I died.
Clyde.
Yeah, I don't even know what was happening. It was what's her name?
Follow my path.
How am I forgetting her name? Tracer. Tracer is like the girl that you see in the main box art of Overwatch. The girl with the spiky hair and she has like orange pants. You know who I mean, right?
Yeah, Clyde, she's the one that has like this super high waist. Like she's like
Oh,
more
yeah.
waist than she is like.
Nicola,
body.
she's like all legs. Remember, she's like pearl.
Yeah, she's all like.
Nicola, she's like pearl because pearl's
Yeah,
also.
Clyde, she's like Bayonetta.
Oh yeah, also like Bayonetta. So.
She's all legs. Literally.
Nicola. Nicola. So Symmetra, she's pretty hard to use, but because it's hard to find. Also, I think we're losing actually because one of our teammates are not playing. So, but oh well.
Ah.
Because they're just standing there. Oh well, that's fine. So I'm gonna teleport real quick so I can go faster. And then I'm gonna help the. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say I was gonna help the monkey man, but he died.
Why, Clyde? She has very smooth hands, or like I like the movement.
Yeah, because she uses a lot of lotion. She uses baby lotion. So I don't actually think I'm doing that well right now, but who cares? It's fine.
That's fine, Clyde. You're playing as a nice lady that gets to use geometry to attack.
Yeah, because she used her energy balls have like traces of like squares on them, so it's the same as like Kamek with the triangles and stuff.
Yeah, I guess she causes mental damage by forcing math questions on them, and just like, what is this shape? And just like,
Why you club? Yes, that's what she does. She goes like, "What is this shape?" And then the other person says, hexagon." And then she says, "Wrong." And then she just slaps them. And then they die.
Clyde, yes. You must punish those that do not know.
Oh, I'm like super powered right now. Let me see how I can kill someone. Oh, never mind, I died. Because what happens is that there's like one of the other characters' ultimates is that they inject one of the other characters with like a super potion or something like that.
Follow my path.
So it increases like your attack power and your defense and like your healing. It increases everything basically. And they gave it to me. But I didn't know, so.
Right, glad. So yes, that is the power of strength. They give you all the stat boosts.
Yeah, wait, yes, we lost this fight. Our teammate, the person who was playing Mercy is saying, "I'm so sorry." But it's fine. I think they did amazing. Yes, I'm gonna give them. It was this person. I'm gonna give them good team. Yeah, well, there we go.
So like you can actually like I mean for lack of a better word you can apologize for not like
You
I'm so
can.
sorry I don't feel like it was
Yeah, because there's little like things you could put in like texting and stuff that says like hello, or you could put like need healing, which is a thing that everyone always puts. So I thought I could give them more points. They did very good. Actually, because they're the only person in our team that got up there, so that means that they were doing pretty good. Yeah, but I think that I'll probably leave it at that for now, because it's also getting late, especially for you. So yeah,
well look it's her again.
Yeah, actually, I could show you like her costumes and stuff real quick too. Let's see. That's her normal outfit. She has that color for some reason. It's not that bad, but like,
Yeah.
what, like with the blue?
Not a bad yellow, not a very common one.
But with that blue though, I mean, this one makes more sense, kind of. It's like more gray blue or something. And then you have papaya. I think that is orange. And then you have pink. Wait, you're gonna say something about that?
Sorry. Because like I don't know, like that's a very nice orange. I don't know if like I could say like that's a favorite, but it's up there definitely.
Oh yeah, the color is definitely super nice, honestly.
Yeah, but it's very nice and sunny, except the fruits just smells like. I don't like that.
Okay, and then you have her more, like you, like as the more down that you go, the more uniquely costumes get. So then you have like this one where it's like, okay, it changed her blue to be green now, and then you have this one where it's like red and gold. And then you have like more like this one. She doesn't even look like herself anymore. It's like more like military robot now or something.
The red one actually reminds me of Shield Knight from Shovel Knight, so I was just like, oh, that's actually kind of neat. And then the black one, the green accent, actually reminds me. Well, because like the green part, if you look at her head, I know they keep on saying that it's like, oh yeah, she looks like she can go ahead and open, and she's a bottle opener. But with like that one, it looks like a potato peeler.
Why you say that with all of them though?
Hey, Claude.
But this one,
Claude, you don't see this.
Oh yeah, it's because she's supposed to be opening your monster bottles.
Yeah,
she's a monster.
Because she gives you access to your gamer.
Yeah, and then this is my favorite one. Because it's the butterfly.
Claude. I kind of found it funny because I know that there's a lot of characters that can go in and use like shields in this one, so it's like, I guess she'll go in and just slam it to the wheel shield, and they'll try to like wipe her off.
What do you mean? Oh, okay.
Because there was like, yeah. Ooh, I like that.
So those are all her outfits. And then she has like cool, like highlight things where they're like cool little animations and stuff. So yeah, she looks cool.
Claude, she does a lot of U movement. Yeah, Claude, you do a lot of that too. You go and do the very swift and very I don't know. I actually I'm at a loss for words as to how to describe it. But yes, it's very floaty.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, yeah, of course, because she only floats, so she does a lot of dancing too.
Yeah, Claude, yes, she does a lot of.
Wait, that spins. That's so. Yeah, that's her. And then oh, I could show you like my favorite outfit for Symmetra, but I don't have it because it's only like for Halloween. But which one is it? I think that's this one. It's very cool. She becomes like.
Actually takes the trick on.
Yeah, she becomes like a dragon. Mm-hmm. Hey, she's also very snarky. Look at all her, voice lines off.
Such a lack of imagination. Why do you struggle? Everything by design. Exquisite. How unsightly. I don't think so. Impressive. Perfect harmony.
Yes, I like how snarky she is.
I like that. I just like how articulate she is. I like her verbiage.
Yeah, fun. I think like yeah, that's another thing that's the reason I do kind of like this game a lot too, is because all the characters are like very fleshed out. If it were something where it's like okay, every character is just like a human, and I mean most of them are humans technically, but I mean like if they didn't have like a lot of personality behind them, then it would definitely be much more bland to me, which is kind of why I do like this game a lot, just because they do have a lot of personality to them.
Yeah.
Yes, look at the hamster. Yes.
Actually, quick question regarding him. How big is he actually, like without the suit?
Let me think. So he is pretty big. I think he's at least like 1 foot or 1.5 feet or something like that. Maybe even 2
I feel
with like
I
his
feel kind of
ears.
bad because I'm trying to remember which Pokemon like fits that measurement, and I'm like, uh-oh.
Not too sure. I think yes, he's green.
Well, I like the suit armor, but it's like the booger green that you go in and get from like slime or something.
Wait, yes, well that's because that's called like biohazard, so he is a slime. He's slime, yes.
Incline. Take a dunk into jealous.
And then he has glasses. And then he has like a space outfit. And then more space outfit. And he has like apocalypse outfit. And then sports outfit, yes. And then that one. And then yes, he's a general. He needs to get more costumes.
Yeah, glad I actually did like the last one because they give him a tiny mustache.
Yes. He's very like Disney like.
Oh. Well, Clyde, he acts like he's very aggressive. Yeah, Clyde, yes, you're going to smack things whenever they don't work.
And that is true. He doesn't actually talk really though, because the robot just talks for him.
I wonder if they actually have to. I don't know if like humans are able to go in and voice act like these specific sounds. So I wonder if they actually might have recorded somebody. I mean, hamster or some. Oh, what the?
That is actually something interesting to think about. I hadn't really thought about it, so I do kind of wonder. I guess maybe they made just their own sound effects, because I don't think hamsters actually make noises like that, really.
I mean, I've heard them welking and doing all these like very things whenever they're like either very hungry or happy to see their owner. So, I mean, I can see that happening, but also like a human trying to go and imitate that is like,
I don't even think that's possible.
I mean, I've heard some roaring and I've heard some like pretty impressive stuff being done. I glad enough for this. I glad look at all this loot.
I think that's fine. You just get these over time, so they're just like the little cool things like you can just get, I guess. It's like how you get the costumes, but you could just buy the costumes, but there's basically like a chance of getting the other things, I guess, like other costumes and stuff. So I'm just opening those because I have them, so I thought a banana.
Wait, this is the best item you can possibly go ahead and get.
That's definitely very true. But yeah, so I guess I could probably end the thing for now then. So yeah, yes, we could say bye bye to the people watching.
Well, I mean, it was a pretty nice like tour for like the first time watching into like Overwatch itself. So I thought it was actually very neat.
Mhm.
But yeah, Cloud, we got to go ahead and beat up more people so that we can go ahead and declare yourself as the ultimate game.
Like yes, I'm a very good like
Yay, Cloud, a little bit more confidence. You got this. You just got to go ahead and like make everyone go ahead and be under your heel. Nobody can go ahead and stop you. You've got unlimited power. You'll become Palpatine.
like that. I want to be old man though.
But you get a crazy cool hood. You have to go ahead and wear a hood over you, and you can go ahead and be like, kill him.
Like that. He's like an old lizard turtle man now.
Well, yeah, Club. But like, actually, now that I think about it, a lot of the characters you go ahead and play as, I know that they don't exactly shoot out like lightning bolts or what have you, but they definitely shoot like energy beams, or they shoot things that are in the form of energy, and they shoot it at other people. Um,
Mm-hmm.
then yeah, Club, yes. If you go ahead and if I throw you into like a pool long enough, then you also get wrinkly like him.
Like that. I don't want to get wrinkly.
Yeah, Clyde, we all get all wrinkly when you're in the water too.
Well, not like our faces and stuff though.
Well, yeah, Clyde, this is the way that you will achieve ultimate power. You must do whatever it takes
Like that.
to become the winner.
I already have ultimate power. I don't know what you're talking about.
There you go, Clyde. There's your snarky confidence that I know.
Anyway, we can say bye bye now.
All right, then, people. Yes, have a nice night, and then yes, you're all stinkies in our heart.
Yeah, well, they're extremely smelly. They need to go take a bath.
All right then. Good night, y'all. Thank you.
Okay, bye bye.